Welcome to Magic Hour. I am your host, Paul Chappell. And I'm still in my pajamas, guys. But I'm on Twitch, so it doesn't matter, right? I'm screaming. I can scream in my pajamas. As you can see here, got my newest addition to the family. This is Duchess. She's a Siberian Husky. And you wouldn't believe it, but 3 weeks ago when we bought her, she was like less than half this size. Is that the right way to say it? Yeah, she's grown really fast, and as you can see down here, this is my other husky. We got her. Well, basically, let me back up a little bit. My daughter loves to get animals. Now, for several years, we've had cats. Cats are fine. We had 4 cats at one point. One of them actually disappeared. She was an outside cat. She just didn't come home. We still don't know what happened to her. But I have 2 house cats, and one cat is kind of a house cat and an outdoors cat. Point is, cats take care of themselves, and I understand the way my daughter operates. She's basically great with an animal as long as they're a kitten or a puppy. Once they grow up, she kind of gets bored with them, and we have to move on to another kitten. And guess who ends up taking care of them? That's right, me. And my other dog, Azul, is down here. He wants to be on camera so bad, don't you, boy? Anyway, cut to 3 weeks ago. My other Siberian Husky that I did not want, I told my daughter right out, no, we're not getting a dog. I know how this is going down. I do not want to be taking care of a bunch of cats and a dog. And it was kind of like one of those comedy movies where the character is saying, absolutely not, we're not doing that. And then you cut to the next scene and the dog is running through the house, knocking over stuff. And the protagonist of the story, me, is sitting there watching television with glazed eyes as the dog just tears through all his stuff. But anyway, that's essentially what happened. I went from saying absolutely not to just one day there just being this big ass dog in the house who grows so rapidly. It's ridiculous how fast they grow. I weighed her I think I weighed her like 2 weeks ago. She weighed 13 pounds. A week later, she weighed 14 pounds. And I guarantee you, if I weighed her today, she would probably be about 16 pounds, probably, easily. We're starting to limit to what she's been eating. But I bought this second one. My daughter bought our first husky, Azul over here, as you can see. He's playing with one of our cats. I bought the second one. When I denied her the first one, or was trying to deny her the first one, I went ahead and bought a second one. One, I actually like dogs, I discovered. But dogs don't take care of themselves. They will poop on your rug. They will pee in your house if you don't let them outside. And see how it works. So I was like, as soon as I haven't been working lately because I have a back injury, but I was telling my daughter, as soon as I go back to work, who's gonna be taking these dogs on walks? But the point is, I bought this second one because it was readily apparent to me. I'm gonna go ahead and put her out in the room so she don't pee in my studio, and she's getting a little restless. All right, so you too. Anyway, to get back to my story here, I came to the realization that Azul needed a companion because he would follow me 24/7. I would go upstairs, he would follow me. I would sit down in my studio, he would be right there at my feet. I didn't even know he came in the room. He'd be at my feet. I would be watching television. He'd be in my feet. He'd be constantly bothering me to take him for a walk. He'd be barking while I'm trying to watch whatever I was reviewing that week or was going to review. And I got all this stuff on me now, hair and whatnot. Point is, I said I had watched some programs about dogs, and that dog whisperer guy said that dogs need other dogs. They need companionship more than cats. Because we have 3 cats right now, and you know, they hang out together, they fight each other. When it's too cold in the house, sometimes I'll crank up the AC when I'm doing a show, and they'll curl up in the little balls with each other against the cold. Dogs need the same thing. Every animal on this planet, I think, needs companionship, including humans. So I went ahead and bought this second Siberian Husky. And boy, I've learned a lot in a short time about dogs. Here's the main story I'm getting to. Now, she was coming to my studio for a while. I'm talking about Duchess, the new Siberian Husky. She was coming into the room, and I was not supervising her until one day I saw her starting to squat while I was sitting here over here at the computer, and I knew the pee was about to drop. So I grabbed her up so quick. My reflexes were so quick because this is my studio. I've worked hard on this freaking studio. And I'm like, no, you're not peeing. You are not peeing in my studio. So since then, I haven't allowed her in here because she has certain areas of the house where she wants to pee. And this is not be one of them. Once you start letting them pee and poop somewhere, they're going to continue to choose that area. Thing is, she had been doing some stuff in my studio that I didn't realize. Now let me give you an idea how I shoot some of my reviews. So I don't use a script. I will have notes. But usually, even with notes, it takes me something like 3 takes to get a really good review going, get my rhythm going sometimes. So every once in a while, though, I'll do a review and I'll get it first take. I'll just kill it first take, right? So I was doing a review. I forget what it was. What was it? I think it was The Mandalorian or something. I did that first take and it was spotless. It was so great. I nailed it first take. I mean, I edit all my reviews anyway, but it felt like this review, I wouldn't even have to do that much editing. The take was so great. So I loaded up all the video into Final Cut Pro, loaded in the audio, started listening to the audio, and the audio was horrible. And it sounded like the audio was coming from my second mic, the one I usually reserve for a guest over here. You can see it right there. It sounded like the audio was coming from that mic. And I checked my feeds because usually they're the same mic. So they'll show up as the Rode mic. There'll be 2, the identical designation. And usually I will pick the first one when I set it up in my audio program. I'll choose the first one, knowing that that's this camera right here. When I set up my audio that day, though, I remember this distinctly, there was only one mic showing up. I didn't think anything of it. I just clicked on that mic and went to work. Turns out this mic was not working. Why? Because Little Duchess had chewed on the wire under the desk. And as a result, that mic had cut out. I think it was still getting the light. There's a little blue light that will show when your mic is hooked up, and I better check that now. Yeah, it's on. So that lets you know that the mic is working. And I think that light was still on, but because she had chewed through that cable, that mic was not transmitting. But I set up my audio thinking that it was working because I did see an input, but I don't know why it didn't occur to me. Why isn't both mics showing up here? So as a result, that first take, that perfect take that I did, was gone forever. And I did 2 more takes and they both sucked. So there's a Mandalorian recap I did that if you watched and thought, wow, he kind of looked out for his game. It was because I was so frustrated at losing that first take because of that little demon Duchess, which I decided to buy, by the way, just so the other dog that I told my daughter she couldn't have would have some companionship. So that's my little dog story. I thought it was kind of cute. I don't know. You might think it was stupid, but whatever. It's my show. I want to encourage anybody out there to like, subscribe, ring the bell if you're watching this on YouTube. Subscribe if you're on Twitch and you just stumbled across it. I will be on Twitch a lot more because I kind of like it. It's exciting. I used to think Twitch was just for gaming. I will be doing some gaming at some point, but for now, I saw Hassan Piker.
It is insane. I think this is the longest I've gone away from politics, and I'm having withdrawals.
I was watching his show, and I realized that he was on Twitch. I was like, hey, this guy, and he was on. I think he actually did a gaming segment with AOC. He did that Among Us, whatever that game is. He played that with her. But I was like, his regular show, he's just talking about politics on Twitch. I said, oh, it just a light bulb went off in my brain, and I realized, hey, you don't have to necessarily do games on Twitch. But I will do some games because I do have a gaming channel called Power Up. But I realized I could just do regular reviews and stuff and just talking, whatever. Because I already have a talk show called Magic Hour. Of course, I haven't done an episode of it because I can't have guests in my house because of COVID. I got so terrified about COVID that I decided, no, I'm not doing it. So we got stuck at episode 22, or I think this will be, let me check that real quick. I think this will be episode 22. Yeah, see, the last one, DC Fandom was my last Magic Hour talk show. So this will be 22 without a guest. I just decided I'm going to just do it. I did a bunch of shows without guests. Anytime you see just my little picture here, you see Eve was in talk show 20. I did it by myself. I did a bunch of them by myself because COVID was just, all these shows, COVID was kind of rampaging and we were just taking our chance. And it got to the point where I was like, I had family members who had got COVID. I've had Curtis, who used to be a guest or a host on the show. He got COVID, has his own channel on YouTube. He was the first one in the family to get COVID. His wife got COVID. I think his daughter even got it. My mother-in-law got it next. My wife thought she had it like 3 times and she got tested. I got tested right after my mother-in-law got it because my wife had actually went to see my mother-in-law the same week she contracted it. So my wife came home and says, we possibly could have all had it. So she got tested, I got tested. We both tested negative though. So I felt like I dodged a bullet. And I got diabetes. So I was just like, I'm one of those people who I'm predisposed to die from this thing. So I'm taking it very seriously. So anyway, in that interim, I discovered that, yeah, maybe I could do Magic Hour on Twitch. So that's why I'm going to try it out, see what happens, Yeah. So anyway, let me get to what I want to talk about today. Marvel. I want to talk about Marvel a little bit. This really depressed me because I knew, oh God, I'm going to have to do a big ass show about this. And I hate doing shows about trailers. Now, there's some people on YouTube who are really good at that, doing shows about trailers. I just don't like doing trailers. I'd rather just do a movie review. But I was like, what the hell? I gotta talk about. I gotta acknowledge it, right? Because Disney is basically my channel, so I should have been doing this essentially when they were announcing all this stuff. But The Verge has a nice little write up of everything, and they say it was a deluge of announcement, and yes, it was. Seriously, I mean, I can't believe they're doing all these. Let's just skip past all the Marvel stuff and just go to the Lucasfilm stuff. They're doing an Obi-Wan Kenobi show. They're doing a Bad Batch show, which is basically the Clone Wars. Andor, that guy from Rogue One. And they doing a Lando show. What the flip? Oh yeah, there's another one I'm missing. Rangers. Here it is. Rangers of the New Republic. Oh, Ashoka. How did I miss that one? They're doing way too many Star Wars shows. They're doubling down on Star Wars, and I don't like it. Oh yeah, they're also doing a Rogue Squadron movie with Patty Jenkins. I do not like this at all because here's the thing. And let me talk directly to the camera when I say this. Disney got lucky with The Mandalorian. And even so, it's a great show, but if you've been watching my recap, I have a lot of problems with The Mandalorian. A lot of problems. There's been some very bad episodes. Now, they got over because there's a lot of fan service in these episodes, and it's great to just see. How do I phrase it? It's just great to see a lot of violence. But if you break down the shows at any level, you see the flaws. There's a flaw, and like I've been harping on this. I think it was the fourth episode. Mando and Cara Dune and Grief Karga, they infiltrate an Imperial base, basically with 3 blasters, and they kill everybody. They blow the base up, and it's like they did that with 3 blasters. I just felt like it made the Empire look like a joke. And they did this in the last episode 7, the one with Bill Burr in it. So I'm very discouraged that they're doubling down like this, because I really do think we got lucky with The Mandalorian because of Jon Favreau. Now Dave Filoni from the Clone Wars is kind of teaming up. I don't know which. Let me see it. Okay, it's telling us. Oh, there's another show I didn't hear about, The Acolyte, a new Star Wars series helmed by Russian doll creator Leslie Headland, set in the High Republic era. The franchise is coming to Disney Plus. So that's another one I didn't know about. Here's my thing. I got a feeling that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni is going to have a lot of influence on a lot of these shows, but they can't be. I don't think they can helm this many shows and be successful at it. It's one thing to have one show and to put all your energy into that show and to having come out being as good as The Mandalorian has been for the most part. But it's another thing to have 10 shows or whatever and be successful at it. I just think they're setting themselves up for failure. But it also shows me Disney's going all in on this streaming service. They've bought so much money on their parks, and who God knows when their parks are going to come back online and they're going to start to make money again. I don't know. I just feel bad about it. I just feel like there's way too many shows. If they had announced 2 shows, let me tell you what the 2 shows I think would have been warranted. I think the Obi-Wan Kenobi show can be good. I don't get why they're doing this Andor show. Lando might be good. I don't know. Lando. Depends on who they get to play Lando. I would say, though, that they should keep... I don't even know... That's good. I was going to say Ashoka and maybe Kenobi. But I feel like I'm biased toward those 2 particular shows because of my love of the Jedi. I don't know. We don't need a Rangers of the New Republic. There's going to be Cara Dune and a bunch of other people. I think that's pretty much what Mandalorian is. I think Mandalorian has that covered. So I really don't think we need that. Ashoka... basically covered by the Mandalorian too. I thought she would have been better as like just a guest star. She just pops in every once in a while on the Mandalorian. I don't know. It maybe could work. I like Rosario Dawson. If they keep Rosario Dawson as Ashoka, I think it could work. Maybe. But I really do want to see that Kenobi show. I could see that being successful. Especially with Ewan McGregor coming back. And how bad does Hayden Christensen's career have to be to come back to play Darth Vader? I mean, first of all, his voice is going to be modulated, so you're not going to hear his voice unless they're going to have a bunch of episodes where he takes off his helmet. That might get real corny real fast. I just don't see how that's going to be. I don't know. I feel bad for him. I think he got roped into Star Wars. I've never really actually seen him be a good actor, though. I keep hearing that he did that one movie, Shattered Glass, and show that he could be a great actor. But I saw that movie. Was that movie where he was he teleported everywhere? I can't even remember the name of that movie. Jumpers or something? Jumper. I think it was just Jumper. So, God, his career has got to be bad. Ewan McGregor, for that man, I thought Ewan McGregor was doing pretty well. That he was in that new Harley Quinn movie. He was probably the best part of that movie. Anyway, so yeah, there's way too many Star Wars related properties, television series, and whatnot. Let's get back to Marvel though. WandaVision, I got the trailer for that. I haven't watched it yet. Let's go ahead and cue that up.
Doing rattling around this big house?
Well, I assure you, I'm married to a man, a human one.
Wanda.
What's its ring? And I ran. Why do you sleep out the
We are an unusual couple.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
We just don't know what to expect.
Howdy, neighbors.
Hey, buddy.
Wanda, what's up?
Who are you?
I don't know.
I think something's wrong here.
Wanda, can you read me? Who's doing this to you?
Are you here to help us? This is our home.
Then let's fight for it.
What the flip? I'm gonna watch that just because it looks freaking weird. I have no idea what that's about. Seems like she's in kind of a simulation, obviously. I like what's her name, Elizabeth Olsen though. Oh my god, she is so freaking fun. I mean, wow, she's just stunning. So the show, wait a minute. So she's in the 50s here, and then she's in the 60s. Got the afros. Brady Bunch type of 70s thing. Big collars. I'm gonna totally watch it just because it's weird, and I like weird. But I have no idea what that's about. Let's watch Loki. Why not?
Get your hands off.
Let me just stop it right. I totally called that when me and Curtis did a review of Endgame. I totally said that's a setup for that new series. Totally right there. I think I said, oh yeah, he transported away to his new series or something like that.
You're taking me somewhere to kill me.
No, I'm taking you someplace to talk.
Well, I don't like to talk.
But you do like to lie, which you just did. Because we both know you love to talk. Talky.
How long have you been here?
I don't know, it's hard to say. You know, time passes differently here in the TVA.
What does that mean?
You'll catch up.
Glorious. Better be ready. Come on. What did you expect?
Okay, that actually looks pretty good. That actually looks pretty damn good. I saw
Someplace to
I think I saw Black Widow though.
This is different. You'll
Was
catch
she
up.
Glorious.
Okay, so this TV, what do you call it? TVA? Owen Wilson. There's supposed to be some time travel agency, kind of like that agency in, what's that show? Oh God, my brain is not working. I usually need 2 cups of coffee before my brain works. The Umbrella Academy. I guess it's some time travel bureau thing. And of course, he's going to escape at some point. There, right there. That's freaking Black Widow. Holy crap. Is this going to be a way for them to kind of like bring her back? He'll like save her? Or is like she in the underworld or something? And what is this? This is like New York has been destroyed by something. Okay, so here's my theory. So in the end game, they went back in time through a series of mishaps. He got the time stone, the Tesseract, not the time stone, the Tesseract. He got the Tesseract, and he was able to transport somewhere. I don't see why would this time bureau be after him though. He didn't get the time stone. He got the Tesseract. Somehow he did something. Maybe he used the Tesseract to go back in time. And he disrupted time so that maybe New York got destroyed and he got arrested by the Time Bureau. And now he's working for them and he has to go back and fix this stuff or something. And why? Okay, and I read something about this. He's dressed up as that guy who did that hijacking. Oh God, what was it called? DB Cooper. So this explains, because they never found DB Cooper is some guy. I think it was in California. He hijacked a plane, and he had some parachutes delivered to him. Or something. How did it go? I forget the whole story. But he hijacked this plane with a bunch of money, and then he parachuted from the plane. And they've never been able to figure out who he was because they never recovered. They think he died when he crashed down, but no one's been able to prove it. They did find some of the money a few years back. And so they think he did die. I think he landed in a swamp or something. So they do think that he died in the process of this hijacking, but they've never been able to prove it. It's one of those unsolved mysteries, like, Jimmy Hoffa or whatnot. So this is how they're gonna be able to explain the whole DB Cooper thing, with Loki being DB Cooper. Because he jumps out of the plane, as you see here.
Brother, I'm down.
Who was that with the freaking hammer?
Brother.
Oh my God, I can't. I just hate YouTube for this reason. You can't just like...
Brother.
Okay, so there's a guy, some guy. Okay, it's not Thor, obviously. It's a black guy with a hammer. Is it D Hammer though?
I'm down. You better be ready. Come on.
And I think this is some kind of... Loki had a comic book, didn't he? I think has something to do with... Because I remember seeing him he's running for office or president or something. I remember seeing that from a comic book image or still. So, the Marvel shows are actually looking pretty good, except for this next one. I thought I had it queued up. I guess I didn't. Let me see. It was, and I've already watched The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm not. Okay, let me just watch it first.
The legacy of that shield is complicated.
The world is upside down. People need something to get behind. They need the symbol.
So what's our plan? So no plan.
Right.
What's going on in that cyborg brain of yours?
You don't want to know.
Oh, yeah, I can see it working. Gears turning. Oh, they're malfunctioning. They're on fire.
God, I hate you.
Okay, I'm not feeling this one.
That shield.
Who is this bad guy? This stupid ass mask. I'm not feeling it. Totally not feeling it. I'm gonna watch it, don't get me wrong, but how did they get all these actors to agree to do these television series though? Be one thing if it was a movie. The Falcon and Winter Soldier would have been a great title for a movie. I don't know if I want to see a series. Disney is actually asking for a lot of commitment, and all their new shows seem to be aimed at teenage boys. I don't know, maybe that'll work for them. Where's the princess shows? Did they announce anything? Let me go through this. Okay, other announcements. They will not recast Chadwick Boseman. Go ahead and recast him. They recasted Hulk, and it turned out fine. Mark Ruffalo or whatever his name is, turned out fine. Just go recast him. We're all busted up about Chadwick dying, but you got to move on, man. That happens. And I guess there is a difference in the fact that they changed Hulk or Bruce Banner because I guess they had a dispute with their original actor. And same reason we have Don Cheadle as War Machine and not, what's that guy's name? Oh, forget it. I'm not I'm not remembering names well today, folks. But yeah, I understand there's a big difference between just changing the actor because of a dispute and changing it because the actor died, the original actor died. But still, I think they should. There's other black actors who need work. Who need work. Let me repeat that. So I already did Star Wars, Rogue Squadron. I'm going to be interested in seeing. Okay, Disney animation and Pixar. Let's see what. Ray and the Last Dragon. I already did something about that trailer. It's totally going to suck. Zootopia. Oh, a new series. Just do a new movie, for God's sake. How are they going to do a series with 3D animation? How's that going to work? Is it going to be just cell animation? That's going to suck if it's cell animation. Tiana, based on Princess and the Frog. That's another series or a movie? Just do another movie. Again, if they're doing cell animation, a long-form musical comedy series for Moana. Encanto, a new movie set in Colombia with music written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And Awaju. Okay, I don't even know what that is. Oh yeah, and the Buzz Lightyear thing. Chris Evans is voicing Buzz Lightyear. Now, why didn't they go with the other dude that originally voiced Buzz Lightyear? It's because he is conservative, and we're just not feeling conservatives right now in this country. Tim Allen. Why aren't they using Tim Allen for this Buzz Lightyear stuff? Do they have a trailer for that? Let me tell you something. Marvel's YouTube channel is terrible. Why don't they have all these? If you go to the homepage, they still got that freaking music video for Miles Morales up here at the top. They should have uploads at the top like everybody else. They got popular uploads. I want to see this freaking trailers. I had to go to the video tab, which I shouldn't have to do, to get to the uploads. And still, I still can't find stuff. Let me take a look at this. This is that What If series.
Time. Reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
I was promised an army. You have a super soldier.
Okay, so in this what if scenario, Peggy Carter becomes Mrs. Britain instead of there being a Captain America.
You sure don't seem too freaked out about all this, kid. What you doing out there all by yourself anyway?
Exploring the world.
Sounds fun. But why stop at one world when we can show you all of them?
I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and dare to face the unknown. And ponder the question.
Give me the tour.
Wow, that looks pretty damn good. That animation is top notch. Oh, hold on. I think I just heard the doorbell. Let me, I do have a package coming today. I'll be right back. Okay. That makes me so mad. The UPS guy was here with my daughter's Christmas present. They didn't even give me a chance to respond. The guy just took off. I know I didn't. He probably didn't think I was here. Because I have a garage. I actually have my cart in the garage. Oh my God. That makes me mad though. They did. I mean, I can't be too mad, I guess, because the package actually is 2 days early. It's supposed to originally say it was going to be here Wednesday, so I don't know. Still, God, give me a chance to answer the door. Anyway. Oh, so let's go back to this Marvel stuff, or Disney stuff, I should say. Pixar movies, Lightyear, original story for Buzz Lightyear, voiced by Chris Evans. Turning Red, about a 13-year-old girl going through puberty that transforms into a giant red panda. What? When she gets excited, is in development. Luca, a movie set in Italy about a boy named Luca. Okay. That tells me everything I need to know, I guess. Will Smith and Chris Hemsworth will each star in their own shows for National Geographic. Will Smith is doing too much. Seriously. He already has a YouTube channel. What? Ice Age is getting a spinoff. Ice Age, Adventures of Buck Wild. I haven't seen any of those movies. And Disney Plus is, of course, increasing their price to $8 a month starting March 2021. And a new bundle. Ooh. Know some people are going to get that. Hulu, ad-free Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN for $20 a month, or $18.99. They just surpassed 86 million subscribers. That's pretty good, I guess. Man, they going hard on this service. They're trying to catch up with Netflix. We'll see what happens. Netflix isn't laying down. And Baymax, I forgot to mention this, a series based on Big Hero 6, which nobody has asked for. How well did that movie do? No idea. I need to do some research on that. It was pretty good. But, it like came in theaters and went, and you never heard anything more about it. Guess if it's a movie not about princesses, and it was a Disney movie, right? It wasn't a Pixar movie, I don't think. A third Ant-Man film, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. That's a little bit wordy, isn't it? Why don't you just call it Ant-Man Quantumania? You gotta Guess you gotta throw in Wasp there. You upset the feminists. Quantum Mania. And Kang the Conqueror is going to be as a villain. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We'll tie in the Spider-Man 3 and WandaVision. And of course, the big news, Marvel Studios is a Fantastic Four movie, and I think it's starring, is it starring that guy from The Office? This is a typo. Marvel Studios has yet to announce a reason date for Fantastic Four. Are they being snarky, or is that just a typo? I thought they announced who was going to be in it. Like, it wasn't supposed to be Emily Blunt and that guy from The Office. Can't think of his name for the life of me. I can't remember that guy's name. I guess that's just fanboys. I can't talk today. God. I guess that was just fanboy hopes and dreams. I think that's just about it. That's everything that was announced. I think that's all the trailers that they showed, except for I don't think I showed didn't have one for Lightyear. No. I guess not. Wait a minute, let me look up Lightyear. Yeah, they do have a trailer. It's just a teaser though, huh? That's it. It's coming in 2022. Whoa, that's a long way away. Of course, it is a Pixar movie. I'm going to watch the hell out of that. I think that's about it for the Disney announcements. Yeah, I'm worried about Star Wars, though. Let me make myself clear about that. I am so freaking worried about Star Wars. I think it's way too much. I think they just went crazy after Mandalorian did so well. They just went a little bit nuts with the idea that everybody wants more Star Wars. We want more good Star Wars, but gee, I mean, they did spend $4 billion on it. Might as well get their money's worth. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to talk about today. So anyway, like, subscribe, comment down below if you're seeing us on YouTube. Not sure what my next show is going to be about, obviously. But I will be doing a recap on the Mandalorian finale episode this Friday. I'm going to try to get that up as soon as possible. But yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, if you're already a subscriber, so you know when my next video drops. And visit me on Twitch. And I will see you when I see you. Thanks for watching.